Hello everybody, welcome back to INSANEBRIT Gaming. I'm the INSANEBRIT and this is March 2024's update video. We're talking about a lot of different things regarding topics in terms of gaming topics. Some things I want to talk about in general, which just seems to be coming out over the past couple of weeks. I want to have my say on it, as well as personal updates and stuff like that. And of course current playthroughs, what I'm thinking. And of course what's coming out next month as well for March. So we're going to run down a list, of course, and I even have my say on Chelsea as well. So first and foremost is my birthday this month, 29th of February. Technically 28th on a leap year, whatever. It's the 29th, so it's on the 29th this year. So yeah, in terms of like gifts and stuff like that, I do have an unboxing coming up. I'll unbox two things. I think one thing's going to be from Chaos, and of course I bought myself a phone cover. And speaking of which, and I know I say on a phone cover, and it's saying that I want to get because I did buy a new phone. I've been rocking with the i5 for about 2 or 3, 4, 5 years. I finally got an iPhone 6. That was about 4 years ago after that. And this is old. I mean, obviously we're on 15 now at this particular point in time. I bought it pre-owned. I don't really care about the phones in that respect, like, or haven't really cared. Just like phone calls and mainly using apps like Instagram, stuff like that, take pictures, and stuff like that, just for general having a phone, you know what I mean? So it didn't really matter to me that it was pre-owned. However, iPhones are very expensive, and I thought, you know what, I might just go to an i10, an iPhone 10, sorry, or an X. And even then they're about 200, 300 pounds. I'm like, in there, like, kind of, even then are pre-owned, and I'm like, that's kind of disappointing. I'm not thrilled with that. I was supposed to get an Xbox this just the year just gone, I would say, but I had debt to pay down, which of course I've now paid. I'm trying to reinvest that slowly but surely back into the channel, and even including myself in reality, because for the past 2 years I haven't really done anything like bought anything new regarding equipment or anything like that, which I've needed to do into the channel, minus this PC, which was the big thing. It's now coming up to its 1 year anniversary of actually having a PC, which I'm thrilled about. It's running really well. I'm enjoying it. I mean, yeah, I just use it for creating content on YouTube. I won't even lie. Yes, I can game on it and stuff like that. No doubt about it. I think it's a 3070 Ti, I believe. Anyway, I've reached out. I basically decided to buy a phone. Again, I could have bought an Xbox, but I really needed a phone, and I thought, fuck it. And I ended up buying this, an iPhone 12 in black. I normally get the white one or whatever, but I'm really loving the black aesthetic of it. You know, it looks really cool. And then, of course, I transferred everything over, and I had this in its original color was brown, but the picture I've put in black and white was Batman. Looks pretty cool. I'm happy with that. And again, this old phone, the old iOS wasn't working. Weren't updating apps and stuff like that. Banking, Twitter, whatever it was, X or whatever. It's just horrible. It just wasn't updating anything. I couldn't use anything on it. So finally got this iOS 14, I think it is, and above, and everything's working. Got all the apps that I want on my phone and everything. Working like a dream. Even the email stopped working on the previous phone. So I've gone from a 6 to a 12. Cost about £450. Again, that's more or less an Xbox, I won't even lie, especially for a tech person like me who's into gaming and of course YouTube and etc. And I do want an Xbox. At the same time I needed a phone, so here we are. I've decided to go with the phone. I'm happy with it. Brilliant, and I will be getting a case for it. I will have an unboxing of a phone case coming out. Of course, it's my birthday, so obviously for my birthday, I got the phone. I got this, obviously, and I got a gift from Chaos. So that's going to be coming up in an unboxing, probably this Saturday, Sunday, depending after this video is coming out, like a day or two after, for the weekend, for saying a little bit extra. So yeah, that's basically been my birthday in general. I got a phone, possibly a game from Chaos, I'm assuming it is, whatever else. Like I said, I'm slowly but surely trying to reinvest back into the channel, and including myself. I still haven't bought a mouse and keyboard yet. That is a priority moving forward, obviously, at some point. But again, it's not vital, but I definitely am going to be doing it. Okay, so the past week I've been kind of ill. For the past, I'd say about 4 or 5 days. It took me out. I didn't want to record. My throat was bad, everything, like headache. It's going around. People in my family have had it. Even people in other places I've gone around town have like had symptoms of it, and I'm like, Jesus, they're going to get it as well. So it's a thing ongoing. in our local area, but it lasts about 3 or 4 days, you know, just a headache tablet, some cough medicine, and you'll be right as rain in about 3 or 4 days. But you do feel like shit. And recording wise, it took it out of me, you know, like I didn't want to record. My voice was all really bad. I'm not still 100%, but it is what it is. I think in the last COD video I released, my voice wasn't that great. But you just have to deal with that at this point in time. But hopefully I'm on the mend, you know, slowly but surely. Chelsea's cup exit. Wasn't thrilled with going defensive in the last 10 minutes or whatever. From Pochettino saying our players were tired. Wasn't happy about that. You know, considering the fact Liverpool had a game in the week before or just a few days beforehand, and they, you know, they were good. They had kids as well. They had injuries. We had injuries. We've had injuries all season. But it was very frustrating to go defensively and then go to penalties, and we didn't even make it that far. We conceded, and disappointing. We beat Leeds in the cup. You know, and I got a feeling, I'm going to be honest with you, if we stick with Pochettino moving forward, I got a feeling that moving forward with all the games like next year, everyone needs a year to adapt to the Premier League. I feel that. I've always said that. But all these players, with the experience they've gained in the final and the disappointment, I feel that that's all going to come good. Eventually, you'll get used to being in those finals and stuff like that, and they grow and develop, and the future's going to be bright. Again, whether we'll stick with Pochettino, I don't know. I kind of hope we do, but he's got to stop being so defensive at times and take the risk and trust the players. I feel it is what it is. But anyway, so I'm not going to harp on too long about Chelsea, but yeah, the next game, I think I got a FIFA sim out. I think is it Newcastle? No, Brentford's our next game. Then we've got Newcastle on the Monday, so games are coming thick and fast. Speaking of FIFA and stuff, well, football, FC24 career mode with Juventus. A lot of you voted for Juventus and have put me in Italy. Not a lot of people watched it. I'm kind of surprised at that. Kind of disappointed in the numbers for that, but it is what it is. I'm enjoying it either way. Different dynamic when it comes to trying to using two strikers, which I don't really do. I use wingers and one striker. I've been struggling with that. I won't even lie. Losing it in the midfield hasn't been good. I've spent 130 million and I'm still tinkering with the team. I just cannot seem to get it right. I may revert back to type, and what I mean by that is simply going back to my original formation, the one I'm used to with Chelsea. So maybe doing that instead of using two up top. It's going to be one of those. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. I've been so inconsistent. I've been losing against the big dogs. I lost against Inter Milan. I think AC Milan were giving me trouble as well. Oh my God. Napoli. So yeah, I'll be doing, so that will continue each week, obviously. And then of course with FIFA simulations as well, or FC24 simulations. It's only 5 months until the new game comes out in September. 5 months, we're getting a brand new FC24 game, or FC25. That's crazy how quickly it's gone by. I'm enjoying the game, but and they've made some, you know, good changes to it, and hopefully, you know, there's still glitches and issues with it. I'm a bit of a fanboy, but ultimately it's not a perfect game. It is what it is, but for the most part, I can't wait for the next one either way, and I will be buying it day one kind of thing, you know. Anyway, sorry guys, got a notification there. Anyway, Call of Duty. I want to talk about Call of Duty Season 2. The theme this season is zombies. Now I'm a big fan of zombies. I play Walking Dead. They had a Walking Dead Rick in there. They've got Michonne pack that's out now. She looks like she's 50 on the cover. It looks ridiculous. And then when you go into her actual character model, she looks younger. She looks better. I'm like, okay, well the character model looks better. I'm still not going to buy it. I don't care for it. Whatever. I'm just not going to. As for the theme overall on the season, zombie related, again, I'm into Walking Dead and all the rest of it. I think it's pretty shit. I think it's been massively disappointed. I'm not that interested in this season 2. I'm just not. There's not really a lot there. The characters are okay. There's a few new guns, but ultimately the rest of it, there's too many stickers, too many finishers, too many decals, charms. Shit. It's all shit. I don't care for any of it. So I'm like, this is garbage, really. Season 2 is just not that good. I'm going to go through it and push through it and just knock out the content. And don't get me wrong, I'm playing it every day, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I'm not that, you know, oh, this is brilliant, I can't wait to get to this part, or this particular, character. I'm just going for it, and I feel like the game's gotten worse overall, and that's because for camping, the constant camping on the game is unreal. I've complained about it in video. I've complained about it, like here, whatever. It's just so frustrating. So much camping, and it's boring. They make the game boring. The people that play the game are making it boring, and rushing is just a pain in the arse. It's just so annoying. I have more bad games than good, and then it makes me look like a scrub when I'm using a certain gun. It's like, dude, like, it's just garbage. It is what it is. I'm not that great at the game anyway, so the camping thing just really fucking irritates me. Um, anyway, so that's my thoughts and opinions on Call of Duty Season 2. There's only 35 days left, so I'll just knock out videos here and when I can. I know a lot of people have been enjoying them, possibly me failing as well, or ranting or raving about it, I don't know. It is what it is. Next up, let's talk about the content that I have been releasing in Tomb Raider and Judgment. Now, Shadow of the Tomb Raider is the final game in the series that I wanted to play in Crystal Dynamics. They are making another one. They've made the character look like a man. In this Universal, we're going to make Lara Croft look one way specifically. In COD, they had the COD version of her, didn't they? And then they've got her in this new game. And now they're dialing it back because of backlash. People saying she looks like a man, she looks ugly. Then they're saying, no, 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 that weren't the final draft. But you put it on your website, so you must have been proud of that shit. I've said it multiple times. Sorry, guys. Still a bit sick. But I said it multiple times that Lara Croft in the last game, The Shadow of the Tomb Raider, looks really cute. Like, goddamn, she's really pretty. And now you're kind of like making her into a man, a manly face, and they're doing this across the Western world with all these other characters. And I'll speak a little bit more about that on the cutbacks that they're having as well in later on this video in a minute. But yeah, so anyway, Tomb Raider though as a game, I think that the story's okay. I'm not happy with what they're doing with her character, trying to make her more human when, or relate to humans when it comes to her trying to do her job and being a Tomb Raider. Sorry guys, there's a plane going on outside. I can't do anything about that. But yeah, so whatever, it is what it is. I know a lot of people watching the playthrough. I kind of understand it. It's disappointing. Again, it's the final game in the series, so what they do with the new one, we'll soon see if I want to jump to the new one, if it comes out, when it comes out. Judgment is a JRPG. I know it started off slow. I do get used to it. It's in the Yakuza world. It's a very good game. Story is solid. Right now I'm grinding and doing stuff. We do get to do interesting things. We're going to be doing dates and stuff like that. It is a really good game, and I advise anyone who's a Yakuza person or whatever, then you'll really love Judgment. So that is going to come out, continue to come out. So anyway, Tomb Raider ends this Tuesday, by the way. So that'll be the end of Tomb Raider, and I'll put it up here in the annotations after this video. Like that will be, this is the one time I'm promoting the playthrough. Boom, it's done. Judgment will continue this month. This month for March 2024, Judgment will continue. It'll be a mainstay on the channel. We're going to be releasing 16 hours worth of it. We're going to break the playthrough down even more. Out of 20 hours worth of content that I release each month in terms of 5 days a week, 16 hours of it will be Judgment, because we have to get deeper into the story. It's a long playthrough, and I don't want to harp on around the playthrough forever, but as well as creating it, I have to create more content on top of that to break up the playthrough. So maybe it'd be a Call of Duty next month, or whatever it may be, or a Bioshock. It's a long playthrough, so that's why I'm giving you mostly Judgment this month. I'm going to break it up with a smaller playthrough, and that will be Battlefield 5, which is the separate stories that they do in the actual game itself. They do individual stories rather than one I can't think of the word now, I can't say it off the top of my head, but rather than one story, which I prefer, they break up the stories and stuff like that. That's only going to last 3 or 4 days. It's a short playthrough, but that's why I'm doing mostly Judgment, and then it will be Battlefield 5. I'm trying to fit a way of fitting in Battlefield 5, and it don't really work because I haven't got other shorter playthroughs, so I'm just going to give you a lot of Judgment, and then I'm going to get, which needs to happen, and then I'm going to give you Battlefield 5. Both playthroughs, of course, will be in 4K as well, so you get to enjoy that in 4K. So yeah, that's what's happening. PSN games that are coming out this month as well. I'll jump on that for a moment, if I can find it. is Saifu, which is an interesting game. I wanted to play it, but thought, will I buy it? Will I not? Will I get around to playing it? Is it something I want to play on stream or whatever, or say on stream, but record it? I don't know. Um, we'll soon see what happens there. I'm trying to find the other games that came out as well for you, because I just want to, because there's a few games I'm not interested in, I won't even lie. So March games are F1 2023, not interested. Saifu, the Witch Queen of what's it called? Destiny 2, which I didn't play Destiny 2 after they screwed us in Destiny 1 and tried to charge me 40 quid for the next part of the story. Go fuck yourself. And then, of course, Hello Neighbor 2, which I'm not really interested in at all. But Saifu may be interesting. I don't know whether I'll get around to or even bother recording it, depending on what type of game it is. If it frustrates me, I just won't want to do it. Yeah, it is what it is. What else is there? Yeah, I was going to speak about the controversial stuff going on as well, wasn't I, a little bit? So, yeah, so I'll talk about that now, actually. So, Lara Croft looking like a man and all the rest of it, and they're doing this in multiple games. Final Fantasy has also done a censorship thing where they've covered up Tifa or whatever, and people are not happy about it. They've kind of bait and switched, saying, "Oh, look how attractive and beautiful she is," and then they kind of like patched it day one and changed the character, which is kind of like false advertising. I know they're going to get away with it and all the rest of it, but I hope I kind of want people to like just say, "Fuck you," then I'm not buying it. The hype for me died with it really when you did that. I'm like, well, you just caved into censorship and all the rest of it. I do have the original Final Fantasy 7, and then I was going to buy Rebirth, but and this goes into what I'm about to say next. Companies are now laying off large quantities of people. Sony closed down a studio, Naughty Dog, EA, INSANEBRIT Games. They've also, like fired 90 people, 200 people, 500 people, 700 people. It's crazy. They do all this, and with the theme of making characters ugly and unattractive and censoring shit, like there's a lot of bad games out there, but people are not stupid anymore. When you get burned by a game and you think it's a piece of shit, you go to people you trust on YouTube and stuff like that, and you say, you know what, I don't want to buy this game. Look what they've done to it. So Rebirth, where I'm not a massive fan of Final Fantasy, but someone who might have picked it up brand new or whatever and thought, yes, this is a great game, I love the series, or unless you're a hardcore fan, which most people ain't, well, pick and choose whatever game you're going to pick, like to be a fan of. But at the same time, people will drop off. I'm not that hyped for Rebirth now. I won't be paying full price for it, even if I was going to, like proper like pre-ordering. I'd be like, nah, I'll just pick it up cheap now. And that's what a lot of people are doing. I think a lot of people, from my perspective, my age, who have been gamers for a long time, are now let's switch back to the camera. We're now working on our backlogs of games that we've got to play. We haven't got the time to play what we've got to play, and then not a lot of us are waiting. I'm sorry, not a lot of us are buying day one because we've got a backlog. And why would you bother unless you want to play something right now? I will play Call of Duty day one. I will play FIFA or FC24, whatever, 25 day one. But I will not go out and buy Final Fantasy day one. And that goes with a lot of other games. I'm buying them cheaper for £10, £15, and I'm finding that a lot of the time they're not worth the time. They're not worth the money. Some games really are, I won't lie, but there's a lot of them out there that just ain't worth the money to pay £70 day one. And if you're younger, you might want a game straight away, and that would be your thing. But as you grow up, slowly but surely, and you start buying shitter and shitter games, and you feel burned by them, you'll be like, nah, I'm going to just play a couple of things that I really know that I want, like the new Warhammer game, the new COD, or whatever, right? And then slowly but surely, those games, sorry guys, the plane going over, slowly but surely, the games that you wanted, like the next Assassin's Creed or whatever it may be, will be on the back burner, and they will slowly drop in price, slowly but surely. And that's what's happening, and that's why we're laying a load of people off. But at the same time, when you make stupid decisions and you anger certain communities, like making the Lara Croft look like a man, when you censor the girl from Tifa from Final Fantasy, people are like, fuck it, why would I bother? Why are you pissing us off? You're caving into bullshit, and we're just not going to buy the game, or we'll wait till it's on sale. And that's what's going to affect them, and that's what's ultimately causing more layoffs than ever before. And of course, they're not even making that many games these days as well. Look at the amount of exclusives that came out for the PlayStation 5. Just not, it's terrible. It's been one of the worst generations for it. It's been like 5 or 6 games max. Just awful. Stellar Blade looks like it's going to be the outstanding game that's not going to cave into censorship, and they're going to kick on, and that looks, everyone's hyped for that. I'm definitely going to be playing that. They've earned my money, I feel. They're like, they're like not catering to bullshit. It's exciting new game. The girl actually looks really beautiful. It's not made like a man. It's ridiculous. And now, don't get me wrong, it's not like I mean, and it's kind of funny actually because like there's all the I was struggling to think of like female characters and stuff like that, right? In games, main characters. There's actually quite a few now. Stellar Blade being one of the newest ones. Nier Automata. I think they're coming out with Nier Automata 3 as well. I haven't played the second one really. Should get on that. Um, but yeah, so I might end up playing the first Final Fantasy because I've got it. I think PSN gave me it for free, and then if I play Rebirth at some point, I won't be paying full price. Um, Again, I've got a lot of my backlog, as you know. So I am working on another project. I won't go into it now. It is similar to it is an RPG. It is fucking massive, and it's going to take a while. So I am really trying to balance what content I've got for you guys and what I'm going to be releasing. So please bear that in mind. Moving forward, what else we got here? Yeah, so I haven't been able to watch High School DxD, the fourth or fifth season, whatever it was. I just haven't. I started watching, I got up to the third season, and then it started going to battles, and the story got kind of boring, and I kind of dropped off, I won't even lie. My bad, but I'll try and get back into it and finish off the last, disc or two, and then I'll be able to watch the new season. Hopefully that's better. But they're trying to make it more into a story rather than fan service, and the fan service and comedy is what I like, and it's funny, where they're just trying to make it more into a story, and that's fine. I haven't got a problem with that, but it's got to that peak of, oh, I'm a little bit bored, or I'm a little bit, this is 20 minutes of like battling, I'm kind of annoyed, I'm bored, like move on to something else, like what else is happening in the story. So that's what that is, but that's why I haven't gotten around to it. Other things I'm interested in is, of course, the new Aliens movie, Aliens Romulus or whatever I think it's called. Looking forward to that. I think they've got an Aliens TV show. Whether I watch that, I don't think so. I don't know. I know how that's going to fucking go with its modernised and bullshit that they're going to throw in our faces. So if there's a TV show of Aliens, I'll be interested, but at the same time, I kind of already feel I know that it's dead in the water before it's even got off the bottom of the ground kind of thing, you know what I mean? And I hate to say that, but that's the way it's working these days. You just know when they take something you love or modernize it and you're like, you're going to turn it into a political piece of shit, and I don't really want to fucking know. That's what they're going to do. Last thing I want to talk about regarding movies is the Borderlands movie. Very excited for that. I won't lie, it's not going to stay 100% true to the Borderlands, and if you're a fanboy of it, I understand you're going to be disappointed in the movie to a point. At least I feel you will. I'm a big fan of Monster Hunter. I played all the games. I hadn't even watched the Monster Hunter movie. I just haven't. It doesn't, it was exciting at first, but I thought it's going to be an action flick kind of thing. I just ain't got around to it, and I don't care. Borderlands actually does look pretty good. I am excited to watch that. The characters look ridiculous when it comes to the age. They put these older people in the movie when they're a lot younger. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. It's bad in many ways. I'm actually interested in the girl with the bunny ears. I think she looks kind of cute. I think that she's going to be action-packed kind of thing. She's going to be a cool character. So I think they're going to make a series of it as well. Claptrap doesn't sound as annoying as he was in the game. Blackjack obviously is playing it. Apparently the guy who played the original voice of Claptrap, had a fist fight with one of the people, the executives, over pay. An actual fist fight over pay. Crazy. They didn't want to pay him his money, so he won't be back for the film or show or game or whatever. He's out of it. So they've got Jack Black. Again, it's another voice actor / selling point, isn't it? Oh, Jack Black's in it. I don't care about Jack Black being in it. It could have been any generic dude who's in it, and I would have watched it. It's not a selling point for me. I don't even know. I know Kate Blanchett and a bunch of the other actors that are in it. Of course, Kevin Hart. But at the same time, you could have put anyone in that movie, and I don't know them, and I still would have watched it because it's Borderlands. The name in itself is a selling point. They just try and throw these actors in there as a selling point, and it's like, okay, whatever. But yeah, so I'm interested. Oh, I can't remember her name. What is the girl's name in Borderlands? The fucking bunny girl. Oh man, it's really eating me up now. Because I really want to know. I'm sure it's on the title if I switch over. Hold on. Where we are. I don't even know what her name is. What is the fucking name of the girl? Not the girl. Kevin Hart, Jack Black, Kate Blanchett, Anna Greenblatt, or whatever. It's eating me alive now. No, ain't Tifa. What am I talking about? Shit. You know what? Whatever. It is what it is. I can't think of her name. But I'm not, so I'm looking forward to that movie coming out again. I think they make a trilogy of it. I'm assuming. I'm hoping it's based on Borderlands 1 or 2. I didn't like the third game as much. I played the third game. The story wasn't great. Whatever. It wouldn't surprise me to coming out with Borderlands 4, and it's good for co-op and stuff like that, and four-party thing. So if they probably are going to make a new Borderlands 4 game, I assume in the future, and that'd be for PS5. Maybe even PS6. At this point, they're talking about PlayStation 6, which is crazy to me, but here we are, and I feel like I just haven't even got to grips with the PS. I feel like I've only owned the PS5 for a year. It just doesn't feel like I've done enough with it. I think it's because I'm basically playing backlog of games from the PS4. That's what it is. And that's insane to me, really. I feel like I'm really dropping behind in that. We've got God of War and fucking all those other big games to play. Spider-Man, I hadn't even ventured into that yet. It is what it is. Last thing I'll talk about is reinvestment in the channel, and I kind of touched on it before. The next couple of things I want to do is like get a mouse and keyboard. I don't have to do too much other than that, really. I've got a new car catcher, which I'm not using right now. I don't like the system that they've got when using it. Maybe an Xbox, but I feel like the Xbox, because I feel that it's good, next gen, all the rest of it, and Game Pass and everything. Again, assuming I'm able to keep doing this for long as I can, I'll keep going. But, yeah, there's not an awful lot left to me to invest in terms of technology or the channel other than the mouse and keyboard. Oh, and a hard drive. I still ain't got a hard drive yet, of course, but I'm thinking about getting a cheaper one. Instead of 150, I'll pay 120 and get a 6 terabyte one just to have. But that's fine. I'm okay with that at this point. And I can just rotate the memory. It's fine. Not that I need to too much. 6 terabytes will be enough anyway. I won't lie. And I've got 2 terabytes in my PC, so I have 8 technically anyway. So it's all good. I just haven't done that, and I will get around to doing that. But slowly but surely, I'm investing in myself a little bit. I'm not going to go into specifics, but Jesus Christ, I need a new phone and stuff like that. And there's just so many things I put on the back burner for so long for the past 2 years, trying to continue to do what I love, and that's just the way it is. Yeah, guys, so that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Join me on the unboxing channel. I mean, on the unboxing video on the weekend where I've got a new phone case. I'll unbox that. I'll show you what theme it is as well. Remember, I'm a gaming fan, anime fan. What's it going to be? Who knows, right? Could be even Batman related. And then, of course, I possibly have a new game, which I'll be playing at some point as well. Again, I've unboxed quite a few things that Chaos has given me over the past few years, and I still haven't got around to playing them. I just haven't. And, I pick and choose what I want to play as and when, and then break up the content for you guys so you're not too bored of the same kind of thing. So, yeah, so join me for that. Enjoy the rest of Judgment this month, and enjoy Battlefield 5. That's coming out. FIFA Sims will continue. COD will continue. I'll knock them out as quickly as possible as and when I unlock new guns and stuff and new characters and what have you. Only 30 days till the end of the season, so we've got a month, and then there'll be Season 3 starting up. So that's March. That'll be April. There'll be a new season starting up. So that'll be interesting as well. Alright guys, please like, share, comment and subscribe. Click the annotations to watch Judgment or Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider will be done on Tuesday, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.